I read. Oh, I gotta focus on this turn.
Yep.
Oh, took it too wide. I'm gonna blow up.
Me too. Oh, I glitched.
No,
when he blew up.
Yeah.
No, I might as well blow up now.
Yeah.
I blew up. I just did it because I was at 18 health.
To try to get a fast lap on the last turn. Oh,
yeah.
No. There goes my fast lap.
No.
I should have known you were there. I should have been preparing for it. Welcome to Around the Corn, presented by the Knights Guild. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe because the likes and subscriptions makes us so happy. If you want to hear us speculate wildly on something in-game, throw your questions in the comment, and next episode we will pretend to know the answer. Follow us and the Knights Guild on X. You can learn a ton about the Knights Guild on Discord and the Guild website. All the links you need are in the description. I'm your host, Faux Hubris. As always, I'm joined by the man who's the fastest on the racetrack after Racer and Verdict, Eddie Z. Eddie, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm like Barry Allen. I'm the fastest man alive, but in the shows, he's always like the second or third.
I was the one that was on the WB. There was all the Speed Force and stuff, and like there's just like everyone's super fast.
Yeah,
I don't know. What would your out of all the possible like magic powers of superheroes, which would you want? Would you want super fast speed?
I kind of would want teleportation, to be honest. I would want that. I would want that night. What's his name? Nightcrawler. Is it Nightcrawler? Nightcrawler,
yeah.
Yeah.
So the teleportation is good. Do you think time travel is a super power of a superhero, like, or is that not a superpower?
I definitely would think that's a superpower. I don't see why not.
Okay, so I want time travel then, because like if you say it's not, then I would want teleportation, but time travel is the one that I would want. Go back to 2010 and buy Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's scary. Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
So,
shoot.
Yeah. Well, Eddie, we're gonna do a kind of a relaxed podcast today. It's the guys are in Vegas doing Rare Evo, so we're gonna. First thing I wanted to cover today is a little bit of update on the Knights Guild. We got the August update of the assets. So, like, if you guys don't know, if you're not in the Knights Guild, then you may not know that the guild sells NFTs, right? And then when you bought those NFTs in Mint, they took the ADA from those assets, those NFTs, and then they went out and they purchased different things. Like they purchased NFTs in the game, they purchased Kopi, and so there's like these different pools of assets that the guild has right now for the different NFTs. And if you own those NFTs, then like, you know, if there's 1,000 NFTs and you own one of them, then you have like, you know, 0.1% of that's the rewards are worth to you is 0.1%. So it's kind of important to keep track of where they're at in the Knights Guild. So Eddie, do you remember what the mint price for the shield was?
Oh man, I wish I know. I do not know, actually.
So the mint price for the shield was 250 ADA. The floor price is about 700 right now. I remember like a couple weeks ago, I saw one, like just one that was like 700, and then there was one random one that was 550. I went and told the guild about it, and someone scooped it up right away.
Yeah, I was eyeing that thing, and yeah, dang it.
I know. So they're
the rarest ones.
Yeah, well, they are the rarest ones, and they have like, you know, if you can't mint a mythic knight without the shield. So if you have any dreams of having a mythic knight one day, you need at least one shield. So it looks like that's doing pretty well. The shield has got let's see here. It's got 202 land or dome assets under its in its pool. The shield has got 202 assets, and it looks like that it's worth about 211,000 ADA. Is it an ADA? It's got to be ADA.
Yeah, I would assume so.
The gauntlet is 214 assets, 316,000, and then the sword has 15 land or dome assets at 586,000. I think the sword was the dome one. I don't remember exactly, But and then of course we had the Gauntlet Mint that was the charity mint, but they were using that to build out the guild staking platform, which is being under development right now. So pretty soon we should hopefully have an update on the guild staking platform where you're going to be able to stake your shields and do that, which is kind of exciting.
Damn, that
So
shield price, 4 price is insane. It's
I, I
tripled in price practically.
I think the shield was at 1.900 ADA, so it's
Yeah.
down a little bit from
Mm-hmm.
that. That's not a bad.
Well,
I mean,
that's fine.
yeah, it's not a. I still think. I mean, I paid 600 for mine, so I'm not that far off from the floor price right now, and that was a couple years ago at this point. So it's pretty good. Pretty good options. Definitely keep a track of that if you're in the guild or you're not in the guild. You want to go out there and buy those assets while they're cheap. Definitely a longer term investment, but
Yeah,
it's
we're
looking
starting
good.
to use these assets to eventually going to be staking them in the Knights Guild.
Yeah.
I think we're working through that. So just be on the lookout for that because you'll be getting pretty decent copy rewards as well. So if you're a fan of the Cornucopias game, I highly recommend that you join the Knights Guild, get some assets if you want. This is not financial advice, obviously,
Nope.
right? But at the same time, it's just for fun because it'll give you some copy that you could use within game if once the game launches.
So the other thing I wanted to do before we started racing today is we had a suggestion. It's pretty good from TK 1903.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read it to you, Eddie, and we're gonna discuss it
Right.
as we race here.
Sounds good.
I'm actually gonna run away from the music because you know how the music gets.
Yeah.
Okay. The racing tracks for now are empty. A much more engaging experience would be to include certain static elements that a player can collect along the way by flying through them. This is a very standard feature in most racing games present since way back. Think of 2000's Need for Speed games or Nintendo's Mario Kart. It makes the experience much more interactive. At every 20 seconds or so, you need to make a decision on what kind of power up you want to pick up and try to catch it. This would be great for Cornucopias, and I have some unique ideas for racetrack elements that can be added. Racetrack holo caches. That's kind of a fun idea.
Mm-hmm.
These would be holo caches that can be collected while racing. What is cool is that since holo caches have meanings off the track, you can make them various levels of scarce. For example, there can be holo caches that disappear within the first minute of the race, but it's sufficiently far away to reach it. So I think that's like if you don't have a sub 1 minute race time on a lap, then you probably won't get that holo cache. Maybe
Right.
is what so like you have to the only way to get it is to like perfect your racing
And veer off a certain route too.
yeah.
So.
Definitely, because like taking the corners really tight is important for fast race times.
Mm-hmm.
But then, and what if you have to do like outside corners to get the holo caches, and then your race times like really makes another level of challenge. I like that. There can be a holo cache that is placed on a sharp turn, and you really need to be precise to hit it. There can be a mythic holo cache that appears randomly only for one lap, and you have to get it either then or never. These holo caches could complement the current leaderboard nicely. Racetrack power-ups. This is a feature that I expect to be implemented later in time, as power-ups typically work nice when you have components to use them. Think of Mario Kart and Super Tux Kart. I don't know that one. Weapons you can shoot at people, allow them to blind them temporarily, etc. However, there are also some power-ups like speed boosts, etc. Got it. I don't know if I want to go any faster, like with the F9R. I'll just like fly into walls.
Yeah.
They're fun. Even when you're racing alone, they can be placed at fixed points. I wonder how much of that is like if they spawn at random places at random times. That's one thing, right? Because like a lot of your like fastest lap will be put down to luck. Then
right.
if they spawn the same places at the same time, then I don't know which I would rather, random or the same places.
Yeah, and at that point, there's also like the issue of because at that point it's not really about who's the best; it's also about luck.
Yeah,
which
is a little bit like what's kind of the holocaust. I mean, the holocaust runs a lot of skill, but it's also luck because like catching elevators and things like that.
That's
so,
yeah.
But that's a little bit. I mean, that's the same luck for everyone. So these can be placed at fixed points on the track so that that it's even playing field. So that it's an even playing field for every player. It's different classes of vehicles in the same race. You may want to have class specific power ups. That's all really interesting. I wonder. So how do you feel like, so like I think the purest racing game is probably Gran Turismo, right? Where it's like it's really like a racing simulator, you know? And then on the other extreme you have Mario Kart, which is like, you know, you got banana peels and like, you know, shells and things like that. Between those two extremes, which kind of racing game do you like more? Do you like a simulator racing game, or do you like the Mario Kart style more?
I I like both. I'm a gamer, right? So I will play Mario Kart. I just don't think I feel like it could be its own separate competition league too, right? So I
Yeah,
feel like it's a different mode is what
yeah.
we're all asking for. Well, yes, we have the ones that are, straight hardcore gamer. Like, there's like, Call of Duty. They have like Call of Duty and then they have hardcore. I'm a hardcore player. I love the hardcore aspect. I love having
Hardcore was like the one where it's like almost like one shot, one kill, right? Where it's like
yeah, more
you're like
damage.
yeah.
There's more damage. There's less health. There's no health regeneration. UI, the map is gone. Right, you're really more dealing with your audio and what you're seeing. So it's really more, a little bit more, obviously, well, hardcore as the game type suggests. So I think that's kind of the same concept here. I feel like because
Mhm.
it's 50-50. A lot of people are I see people in the comments, like Racer has commented, a few other people have also commented here.
What do I don't have it pulled up? Do you remember what Racer said about it? Did he like this
Oh,
idea,
he
or
he went through a whole. He has his own long post about that. If anybody wants to go ahead and read that, go into
yeah,
the top
definitely
suggestion
go if you
section.
have any opinions on these suggestions. Go comment on them, like them, or talk about your problems with them,
Yeah,
and make your own suggestions because like the team needs these suggestions
uh,
now, not later.
correct. They do read the suggestions. You don't have to like tell them hey, did you read my? They do read every single one. And
Yeah.
I want to point out this one that Racer mentioned here, which a lot of people were interested in, and I thought was intriguing, was his letters, his topic on topic C, environmental ability or the racing track ability. In my head, you could see the racing track as an MMO boss in itself, having some environmental effect that are still predictable if you study the map enough, like rain, special goo that slows your vehicle, fogs, quantum dangerous stuff on the track.
That's an interesting idea, right? Yeah, like
Yeah,
tracks that play into the lore.
correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
an active moving bodies. Like, my favorite thought is from the big gorilla in Ready Player One, which is King
yeah,
Kong. It also, because it's a known thing, change in the game, right? So as you're traversing the track, maybe the track does alter in its state, but you know about it. But there is that level of difficulty because it's not it's not a fixed
yeah.
racetrack, right?
That's a
Uh,
dynamic racetrack. Yeah.
exactly. And then he also mentions, yeah, dynamic modifications on the racetrack. So the track in itself could change on the second lap. There could be four other new paths. You don't know which. Like, so basically, there are. Let's say you take the yellow track, but then after you pass the first lap, on the second lap, it could the map within itself could have changed in terms slightly in terms of turn alter. It could just alter. It's one of, let's say, five routes. That way, it's always like, but you don't know which one it is, so you have to practice
Yeah.
all of them no matter what. So
Yeah.
it could be that out of A through D, or E, tracks, you run through the first lap as track A, then it changes to like lap to track C on the second lap, and then it
Mhm.
track, in its completely random.
Yeah.
And it keeps things interesting. And people, imagine if you were to watch it like as a person on Twitch. People are streaming it, and it does add a little bit more of an excitement. So that's the whole
Yeah.
thing. That's the whole reason why this is even brought up, is the level of excitement, keeping it more original and also less stagnant for people to be entertained about.
I mean, when you start thinking about really like dynamic racetracks, it really opens up the possibilities where like if you need to be at a certain place by a certain time to get a certain, like, you know, maybe like a better route, like, and then after that the track changes, and so if you were behind that place where like you now you have to go in this direction. I mean, I've played games like that,
Mhm.
and they are. I think the closer you get to Ready Player One, the better you're doing, right? Especially in that. I mean, one of the best scenes in the whole movie is that race. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Oh yeah.
probably the first quarter of the movie is about how you navigate that
Hmm.
race
Yeah.
and all the things that go with it. You know.
Yeah, great comment. I mean, a great suggestion. I think it's a talking point considering that it's getting such traction in a lot of
Yeah.
comments, right? And so people should go into this comment, make suggestions so the team can read about it. Because the more you put that into into light, the more they'll listen. It could be a different mode. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
We just have to steer clear of pay to win. If it's a pay to win aspect to it, then I strongly am against that. Just because that's how you lose players. That's how you will lose people. Because at that point,
When you
people
say pay to win, you mean like you have to
like
own a certain vehicle or certain mods.
or a mod. You buy a certain mod that actually makes you boost faster because you bought 3 of them, right? You can use that within a race and it boosts you for 20 seconds extra, or your boost works 20% more efficient. Who knows? Like stuff like that where you can actually just buy it, right? And just
Or you could just be a racer where like even with 3 boosts that you paid for, that racer still beats you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at that point you should be shunned and your account shut off.
Delete your account then. As like every time I see racers times, I feel like I want to delete my account.
Yeah, there's good backs and forths. I like the comments. I like the interaction here. So people keep them coming. Thanks to TK 1903 for suggesting making that suggestion.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, the title of that is called Racing Track Power-Ups.
Yeah, I could definitely go take a look at it. Let's go do a race right now without the power-ups, Eddie, and see where we're at.
For sure.
All right, here we go.
All right. Oh, it's nighttime. Oh, I forgot it was nighttime.
Yeah, it's nighttime, baby. Doesn't matter when you're when you.
It's muscle memory.
Yeah. So we just completed some competitions.
Yeah, a few competitions.
Eddie, I remember the racing competition. I got in there and I was so happy with my time. I was second place. And then I was like, oh yeah, I did. I knew I wasn't going to catch Racer. Racer was like 7 seconds ahead of me.
Okay.
And I thought I had a real chance at second place. I wake up the next day, and you...
What happened? Oh,
you beat me by like 1/10 of a second.
I did.
You beat me. Like, you don't even know.
Oh, man. I guess I came out on top. But you won. Didn't you win the first? You won the first like 2 hour with Koki Boar's line.
There were like 3 competitions, right? In all in one.
Yeah.
And there were like 3 first place prizes. Even though I was like in 3rd place, I got like the first place prize from one of the competitions, you know.
Yeah.
And you got and so they kind of just ranked the rewards in order of like, you know, best to worst. But we did really. So me, you, and Racer were 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. All 3 nights.
What? Yeah, I was gonna say like what these 3 have in common. We're just a bunch of knights hanging out on top there.
I gotta blow up my vehicle because I'm too busy talking, and I gotta turn my game line down. I don't know how it got turned up.
Oh no! I keep hitting walls now. I'm not really concentrating.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go for a fast lap on the 3rd lap.
Yeah.
We're not gonna count.
Oh no! Anytime. I'm hitting walls. Oh my god.
That's what happens once we start doing the podcast. You can't stay within the walls.
Yeah.
But how fun was that competition though?
It
really,
was a lot of fun.
My favorite part of it was Kopi Board doing the like live announcing while trying to drive.
Yeah.
And he has not been practicing. So he was just like, you know, bouncing off the walls like crazy, but he was doing the best he could. It was great.
Makes for a good show.
Yeah. I tell you what, you put Kopi Board and Scruffy out there for it, all of them.
Oh yeah.
It's, you know, you got your color commentator and your play-by-play guy right there. It's good stuff. Good viewing.
Yeah, when they're together, it's a lot of fun.
And then so we also had the Holocaust run, which was really, I really became obsessed with it, Eddie. I spent 2 whole days trying to win the Holocaust. Yeah. And oh my god, I just rear-ended that guy on the track. And there goes my fast lap.
Sorry, it was too easy.
Too easy. Yeah, that is what she said.
Or he said.
Or he. Yeah, no judgments here. I was like at an hour and 15 minutes, and I got it down to an hour, and then I got it down to like under an hour, and I was like, I gotta try to get 3rd place. I ended up getting right under 50 minutes for 4th place.
Dang, that's quick, man. I can't. There's no way. I don't think I never completed it. I don't think.
Yeah. Well, I since then I've been practicing. I found some new paths where I know I can do under 45 minutes now, if with the right
Oh,
path.
okay. Yeah, I
So,
saw the video that you posted about the
oh
fastest
yeah,
slap. It's on your Twitter. Probably, if anybody wants to check out that video, we'll probably link that video down below.
yeah,
If you want to check out the fastest slap, it's a sped up version, right?
yeah, sped up version.
Right.
But anyone uses that route, they'll never beat 45 minutes. Like they'll never be. They would have not been in the top three. I made some fatal flaws in my route that I now realize.
But
So,
again, it's still useful because at least for those people out there who have not figured out where all the holo caches are, go ahead and check out that video. It has
yeah,
all the holo caches, their locations, so that way you can actually complete it. And they've recently added that. I don't think since our last podcast they didn't.
they have
I
the
think they
reset.
just had to added the reset exactly.
Yeah.
So there is a reset.
How
button.
amazing is that, dude? We were all like, because remember how we wanted to do a holocache run, and I accidentally got a holocache, and I was so mad that I had ruined my chance to do the holocache run. And then like 4 days later, the dev team is like, "Hey, here you go."
Yeah, that's it. They listened to the community. I mean, it was around the corner. We just had to be a little bit patient.
Yeah, around the corner. Well done.
Exactly. And yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and try and concentrate on the slap here.
Yeah, well, let's do a real race now, like where we're actually trying.
But yeah, good stuff with everybody. I want to shout out to Kobe Bohr for hosting that event. Great job with that. I think a lot more to come. I can't wait because this is just a taste as to what's to come. Because I think the competition made it a little bit, fun. To be honest,
It was so fun
because everybody was like talking about it. Everybody, it got engaging, engagement out of the community. That's what matters.
So it seemed, and really the real competition right now is the world versus Racer, because the time that Racer beat your time and my time by basically like 6 or 7 seconds, which is actually an absurd amount of time on the red track. Right now he's we're about a half second behind him on the yellow track. So like, but a half second on the yellow track is pretty like a pretty big amount of time, really.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm gonna try and beat that here live on the
Beat it here live. Yeah, let's do a real focus lap. Like no like conversation.
What is his best full time? Let's check this out real quickly.
It was like 302 if I remember right.
Oh man, this guy and his
is like
overachieving.
Oh god.
Okay, yeah,
I keep messaging him on Discord looking for hints, and he gives me like hints for hints. Like the answer you're looking for is maybe here somewhere. It's like
there's a riddle.
Like Rob with a leak. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, we'll all get there eventually. Eventually, the more players will learn more tricks, and like Racer won't be the fastest anymore, and we'll all be able to catch up. But right now, there's quite the gap.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Concentrate.
So you got a medium rare for the competition. I got a small legendary, and then I won 600 ADA for the holocache run. So we did pretty good.
Hell
now
yeah,
let's see. Now for bragging rights, here we go.
All right, here we go.
Now there's no one else on the track.
Yeah, no one else except
me and you, Ma.
There you go. T3 to T3.
T3 to T3.
We'll try not to run into you.
I know it's usually on this turn where you kind of you're gonna collide if you're gonna collide, but nope. Did I hit you?
No, I hit the inner wall.
Okay.
I see you.
That actually, I feel like seeing the person ahead of you is kind of an advantage sometimes.
Yeah, people try to like spy on me, try to look at my route.
Yeah.
Try to study what I'm doing.
I took the turn too wide, Eddie.
Ooh. I went right past you there.
I see your headlight.
I'm in first right now. Do you not see you see me in front of you right now?
I don't. I see you beside me. Okay. I actually want to slow down so I don't rear end you. I slowed down a lot on that turn because I knew I was going to hit you if I didn't, and then I was.
And that's and that's smart because if you think about it, in real competition, that's kind of how you're going to have to go about it, right? I mean, otherwise you will be flying into the rails.
Definitely. Do you drift in this turn right here?
I do not. I
Me
feel
neither.
because I do believe there is some slowdown
Drift, yeah.
to the drifting. Yeah,
And you definitely drift in this turn.
it's a mix. I've done both. I don't drift
Oh,
there, but I've tried it, but I still feel that boosting through it is better versus drifting.
there we go. All right, the turn that makes or break this race right here.
Yeah, this guy right here.
Nah, I hit the inside wall.
I hit the wall after the turn. Oh,
Yeah, now I got 19 health. That
Yeah.
was like, oh my god, I was like almost 102.
I'm
That
at
was not
20.
a good lap.
I'm at 23 health right now.
All right, we're both in the same boat then.
I did a minute 90.97.
We're gonna either have to survive the S turn completely, or we're both gonna blow up in the S
Yeah.
turn.
Oh god.
The question for me is, do I want to bet that you're gonna hit the wall, or do I want to take it really slow?
I'm gonna go for it.
All right, I'll go for it too.
Uh,
I'll go for it too. What do you think makes Racer fat? Do you think he's more efficient on with his boost than we are,
uh,
or do you just think he gets to, like tighter corners?
no, I don't think it's the boosting. I think it's definitely these significant turns. He just nails them a little bit better.
I flew too close to the sun, Eddie.
101.47 was that last lap. That was actually worse than the last one.
Yeah, 101.71.
I slowed. I forgot. I did let go off the accelerator on that, like the fourth turn, I think it is.
Yeah.
But
All right. We can do.
Good
We'll
stuff.
do one more. We'll do one more race because that we still like. We should try to get like a sub 1 minute time
Yeah.
for the audience because you and I are both capable of under a minute. You would never know by looking at these times, but we are.
yeah, this is garbage time right here. If you
Yeah.
don't get under a minute, then you're garbage. And you
It's
should
it's
shut
fun.
the game off, leave, contemplate on life.
Delete your account. It's funny how like the evolution of the T3 was like, 4 months ago we were like 104, and then we're like, oh, we got to 103, and then we got to 102, and then we got under 101. And then the hot fix came out, and then it was like, oh, we're getting under 102s easy. Then it was like under 101s, and now it's like, can you get under a minute with it? So
Yeah, it's progressed. Thanks, David, for the hot fix. Definitely made a lot of changes to how the I feel like the track itself caused some traction between the vehicle and the racetrack. I'm glad that's kind of ironed out a little bit there. There's less nose diving.
yeah.
Excuse me, with the T3. Love that as well. There is the red track still has a little bit, right, but I think it's still manageable.
Okay, so but it begs the question: is that nosedive on the red track after the start line a bug or a function? Because I think it's a function. I think I like that you're. The question isn't the T3 nosedives and the F9R wasn't when we had it. So what was they should both nosedive because they're both subsonic. They're both the past the sound barrier at that point usually.
Yeah, I think it's probably just due to I would assume the thought behind it is based on the aerodynamics of the vehicle itself. It's the shape
Okay.
of a cone, right? I mean, if you were to start
Okay, I can buy
straight
that.
dip right down, I mean, there's got to be air that's going to go around the cone, right? That just hugs the cone.
Well, also
So
the T3 is back heavy and the F9R is front heavy, right?
yeah.
So
Well, and that's actually to that point. The thing about that is that you would think that the backside of the T3 is heavier. I mean, she's a wide girl.
She's got the engine in the back.
Yeah,
sure.
she's got a
Triple engine.
yeah, she's got a big butt. She's got a big behind.
Yeah, she's got a little,
she's heavy
like a
back there.
boost.
So you would think that the engine in the back would offset the weight for it to tip over like that. So who knows? Maybe it is a bug. Maybe there's still
Or maybe
working
like
through
it pushes you down as you go over the hump, and then it just it tilts you up so you get air.
Yeah, I think
And-
it also depends on how you boost, right? Too, because
Yeah.
there is so many. There, I mean, hell, you found out the other day where you just flew through the air, right?
So I don't know that the mechanic works anymore after the hot fix, but like I was successfully avoiding nosediving by tapping down twice as you went over the hill, right?
Hmm.
And it would work about 90% of the time, and the only time it didn't is if I did it too early or too late. And so like I was like, oh, this must be the mechanic. I like the idea of there being like in track mechanics that help you navigate certain parts, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. It's all based on how good you are with the controller, really. Or the
yeah,
I don't see how you can race with a keyboard and mouse, but people do it.
it's crazy. Some good times out there.
I like that we can hear right now Seven's song right now, and I want to shout out to Seven. By the
Oh
way,
yeah, the new one out.
he
Yeah.
posted a video on his Twitter. Hell, we'll
Oh,
probably post
you
that
just
link as
bumped me.
well. Oh, did I? I didn't see it.
No, but it was great. You bumped me and it was no damage. You hit me into the wall. I was able to like reduce the amount of damage that I had.
Yeah.
That it makes it so much better.
That's a significant improvement.
Yeah, because
So,
like before that would have blown me up.
yes,
I think.
I said that same thing to I forget who bumped me during the competition. No, yeah, it was later on, not the same day. But I thought that was brilliant. I thought it's exact. Oh shoot, I forgot to like slow down here. Not slow down, but I forgot to turn. That's gonna ruin my time.
Oh my god, I'm at 32% now.
Oh,
There's
that's
no way
not
I
bad.
would've- hell, it's gonna be a lot to ask.
Yeah, it's all right.
I mean, I when I was practicing last night, I did like 4 S turns in a row without taking any damage, and then I haven't done any since.
Yeah, but again, shout out to Seven. He's practicing his singing portion. I really do think It was playing the trailer of Cornucopias. I thought it went really well. I think a good game deserves a good good
Good soundtrack.
song, good soundtrack for sure.
So remember we were talking about how like Grand Theft Auto has like a radio station that you listen to
Yeah.
in the car and like
Yeah.
different music and stuff.
Mhm.
I really like that idea. And you and I off camera were talking about like, well, Around the Corn should be a channel. We need to get our radio. Oh, I gotta focus on this turn.
Yeah.
Oh, took it too wide. I'm gonna blow up.
Me too. Oh, I glitched when he blew up.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
I might as well blow up now.
Yeah.
I blew up. I just did it because I was at 18 health.
To try to get a fast lap on the last turn. Oh, son of a
no.
bitch. There goes my fast lap.
No.
I should have known you were there. I should have been preparing for it.
Yeah, but I think we should have. It would be great, right? That's if our podcast ends up having out new podcasts coming out on a radio channel in Cornucopias. That'd be pretty exciting.
Or even if you just took like a couple of clips of our cold opens where we're cracking wise,
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
I would love that. It would be similar,
Yeah.
So just like in Grand Theft Auto, that'd be pretty dope.
I love that when they were doing in the Grand Theft Auto when they would do like the call-in show where it was like NPR.
Yes.
Like unlocking an NPR.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking about as well. Yep. And imagine like someone like Seven or any talent out there that has yet to be discovered, come to Cardano. Maybe it gets involved with that Noon token, right? Oh shoot, I forgot to concentrate here.
I did it pretty good. I don't know. My time was going to be hindered by bumping you. I got under 101. But
I got 1 minute 89.
We're just the thing is we're just destined to ruin each other's times. It's probably fitting.
Hey, but point 0.01 tenths of a second in fastest lap time.
Jesus, we're so close.
And I want to point out again, going back to Seven and that song that he posted this week. Also, the beats are by a Jake Angel, if I'm not mistaken. So beats by Jake Angel, vocals done by Seven. So hats off to them for that music. It's pretty rad. Go listen to it. I highly support Seven, and I'm looking forward to hearing some more stuff from him in the future.
All right, Eddie. Well, I think we're gonna wind down this podcast here, but before I come to your final thoughts, I wanted to tell you about this community event that they've got going on. Another community event. It's I don't know. So do you know if Altcoin Daily has ever talked about Cornucopias? Because I don't think that they have. And if they haven't, I really like this idea of trying to get their attention with this contest. So like,
I frequent that channel. I do listen to them. I'm not as often as I should, but I do. That's one of the ones I do listen to on the like pretty regularly. I would say as the days go by, and I don't know if they've talked about Cornucopias. I know they've talked
I think it's
about
probably
Ada.
too. I know that I think they have a market cap limit where
Okay.
they won't talk about coins unless they're over a certain market cap, I believe.
Okay.
Or I might be confusing him with that Daniel guy and Cardano. Like he's a Cardano.
Oh yeah,
Mac.
Daniel Guan.
He's kind of like he's like almost like he's like very
Yeah.
motivational.
I know
in
exactly
these videos.
who you're talking about. Yeah,
But
yeah.
so like, but
He's
I don't.
good.
I mean, yeah, they're both good. But you know, it's not a bad idea to try to get their attention. Let me. So it's the influencer avatar contest, something fun and create to do while the team is out in Rare Evo 2024. Using our new avatar creator 2.0, harness your artistic skills to create a realistic likeness of one of the iconic Alt Daily brothers, Aaron or Arnold.
I think that's nice. I like that.
Guys, it's 8,000 Kopi prize payouts to be awarded. Yeah. So like this is not like I mean like 8,000 Kopi isn't a lot of like USD right now, but like if you think Kopi is going to go up, $8,000 or 8,000 Kopi is a lot, could be a lot of USD one day.
Yeah, I agree, man. And I mean, I was trying to do a likeness of myself. So how do I look compared to my avatar?
Let me take a look.
I was trying to see. Try to stop moving, guy.
Your hair has
not
never
the hair.
Once, your hair has never looked as good as your avatar's hair does. But in the face wise, Eddie, I think you gotta. I mean, I think you're looking pretty close.
I just gotta give you that like no stare, the passport photo, no smile.
Like I mean, the complexion is spot on. I think. You know, like we just need to get some glasses on you, and it'll really look like you.
Good point, man. I'm gonna make that suggestion in Cornucopias. I want some accessories, please.
Yeah.
Anything, sunglasses, regular glasses. These call them the Eddie Z glasses, right? Some Rob glasses, some Josh glasses. We all have glasses, right? Except for maybe David. That's probably why he's the director.
Sunglasses. We need some sunglasses.
He doesn't have glasses, so he doesn't understand how our struggle. We should get some. We need some glasses, people. Come on now.
I mean, maybe that's part of the lore, though, that contact lenses are mandatory for all people in cornucopias.
Give us some chains. Give us some rings. Give us some bling bling. You know.
Can we get like some platinum grills?
Yeah.
You know.
We need to be able to smile for that, though.
And I'll do your usual. Don't forget to claim your Kopi. Through drip drops. Don't forget now that there is staking on Base and ETH that you can.
Base and the BNB chain.
Base and BNB. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yep.
And then you can
you can stake your Kopi and your or you can do like a 2-pair, which is the token, either BNB and Base, along with Kopi to get an LP token, which is higher rewards than the regular Kopi staking.
Right. I mean, it's all, but that's like the But make sure you do your research on that because there's the risk of impermanent loss with the LP tokens.
100%. There are significant Kopi rewards right now, so it could off balance. But you're right. There is not financial advice, but there is impermanent loss that could happen because you're providing liquidity.
Eddie and I thank the Knights Guild for letting us be a part of their amazing community. Make sure you follow them on X. There's always good tweets going out there. Make sure you follow us. That way you can keep up to date with what we've got coming out here on Around the Corn. You can keep updated with videos that we might be doing for racing tips and or Hollow Cash Run tips, and Knights Guild where you can learn about the staking platform being built and the NFT mints and all the stuff that we got going on there. It's a lot of good stuff. Thank you to Rob, Josh, and David and all the people working hard in Vegas right now. I'm sure they're working super hard day and night, even with all the fun, amazing things to do there. I guess they're not in Vegas yet, but pretty soon. We appreciate you guys going out there and spreading the word about Cornucopias. It's a lot of hard work, and we do appreciate it. Even if you go out and have a little fun while you're there, make sure you do that. Finally, please subscribe to Around the Corn's YouTube channel so you don't miss next week's episode. We have a lot going on here, and it's going to be a lot of fun, so keep tuning in, and we're going to keep giving you in-game content for as long as the game is around and as long as we're able to do it. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Eddie.
Yep. Deuces.
So we can let's go. Oh, you know what we haven't talked about was the winners of the competition.
Yes.
So let's talk about the
Yeah.
while we're racing the holocash and the racing how great you and I were. And,
And how the Knights are kicking ass.
yeah.